So my project is about activism, and it's trying to reinvent the tools that activists use to put their message in the public space. I was trying to look at different contexts where these new tools could help put the message in a more impactful way and help these activists or street artists in their campaigns. Trying to transform a toy radio control car into another kind of big message writer. So here what happens is that you load this food container with salt or any powder you want, and the car will actually follow a path, a vector that you've input in the system, and leave a trail behind it that you can make as big as you want in a city square.
I developed a sample of three-dimensional textiles leveraging the technology that we have today, such as easy access to printing technologies. So I've developed a 3D weaver. You can program this as you would program any 3D model, and you can develop unique geometries. So what's interesting here is I've embedded different properties in each of the samples. This sample has a nice squishy effect. I call this the 090. This is all great and dandy, but we really need to look at how we're going to start putting the application to these new material innovations. We have the machine, which is great. It can work in 3 dimensions, and it can work in any geometry that you give it. And we have these really beautiful structures. So I wanted to put this into a product that we can see maybe on the shelves today. So I created a jig which would house the weaving structure for a shoe sole.
My project is named Fables. It's a system for interactive movies. So it's a system for creation and playback of interactive movies. What it does is it provides you visual and audio feedback depending on where you look. Should I show you? So if I'm sitting here, if I'm looking on the right, for example, it's going to focus on the person on the right, but if I'm looking on the left, it's focusing on the helicopter on the left. And so yeah, I can just switch from one person to another. The idea would be to go away from the tendency that we have now to have average movies that try to meet the taste of everybody, but in the end are not really meeting your own taste, and to really tailor the story to what you want to see and what you like in a movie.
Well, the future of technology is that it's going to be more connected to us, but more invisible at the same time. So we're going to live around it, we're already doing it, but it's very in your face. Technology is not anymore about cables and screens and different things that you can see, and they seem so alien to us. It's going to be starting to merge into our lives, very invisible.